welcome back for today's news and adventure. Today we're checking out Disneyland for the holiday abyss. This is the 2-week time period after Halloween starts and right before the Christmas holidays start. We are specifically here to ride Tiana's Bayou adventure, which is open for preview. I've heard that you get really wet, like extremely wet. We brought our rain jackets, but I've heard that that might not even help. So we'll see how that goes. We're also going to check out all of the food at the new Hungry Bear barbecue restaurant that has recently opened, as well as checking out the Christmas decorations and see if there's any Halloween decorations left. We have our first Christmas sighting. It looks like the castle is fully decorated. It's all decked out for the upcoming holiday. It's got the snow on the top of the roof, as well as icicles on the turrets, and all of the beautiful holiday garlands. In past years, it kind of seemed like this 2-week time period was a little bit of a lull in the crowds because people that wanted to go to Halloween had already been, and people that really wanted to see Disneyland all decked out and excited for Christmas weren't here yet. So far, today seems like a pretty typical day. It's not super crazy crowded. Indiana Jones says 55 minutes, Jungle Cruise says 30. When you get around the corner, I'll peek at Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean is saying 45 minutes. So definitely not the most crowded that I've absolutely ever seen. But definitely not empty like I was sort of expecting. That's a pretty decently long line for Pirates of the Caribbean. The good thing with that line though is that it seems to move continuously. Right around the corner we're going to see the Haunted Mansion Holiday. That is open right now, but it's only open for virtual queue. So you have to get those when you first get here and then wait for it to open up. This is one that you have to have virtual queue to get in. The virtual queue is absolutely totally free, but without it you cannot ride Haunted Mansion. It looks like the Haunted Mansion store is also getting close to being completed. They're putting the roof on right now. It looks so cool. I love the lanterns that they have out front. We're getting our glimpse of Tiana. We did get our virtual queue, but it's not going to be for a little bit. So we're going to go on to the Hungry Bear restaurant before we get there. But I think we can see a beak. I love the sign that they put out for the Bayou country. So cute. Just saw 2 logs run by and they were both empty, which is making me think that maybe it's down right now. So I don't know. But we do have virtual queue for that. We have made it down here to the Hungry Bear barbecue jamboree restaurant, and it is decked out for the holidays too. Am I hungry? I better be, because we bought a ton of food. It's so fun to see it finally open again, because it has been closed for a long while and it is coming back with a brand new menu. We mobile ordered the food on the way in, so now we just have to wait to pick it up. Highly recommend doing this. We actually mobile ordered it on the tram. But if you're worried about food items selling out, you can actually mobile order it in the morning before you ever even leave your house or hotel. And then you just click I'm here when you're ready to eat it. If your plans change or you don't want it anymore, you can usually change your slot to pick it up. But if you never pick it up, it'll just get canceled. You won't be charged for it. Absolutely delicious. I like fries, but it's not generally that I like rave about them. These fries are super crispy. Their seasoning is amazing. I haven't gotten a soggy fry yet. I don't like soggy fries. And I think they're going to be really good on the loaded fries because, again, I don't think they're going to be soggy. Oh. Oh my goodness. These are delicious. They're really sweet. Oh, those are so good. I kind of wish that was bigger. Like, I really like that. See, coleslaw. I'm not generally the world's biggest coleslaw fan, so we'll see if I like it or not. It's actually really good. I bet you that would be really good on a sandwich. It is on a sandwich, though. Is it on all of the sandwiches? No. That's good. What one's red onions? Now for the ribs, they come, I kind of like how they did it. They come without barbecue sauce, and then you can pick, they have classic original smoky that you can get in your own little containers. We just kind of put ours on the tray. This is just the original barbecue sauce. These ribs did not disappoint at all. They are really moist, really tender.
They taste like they've been slow smoked all day. And again, I appreciate that they have the barbecue sauce on the side so that I can pick what kind of barbecue sauce that I want. Definitely coming back for more of that. I'm a little bit worried about the sausage only because Andrew tried it and said it's a little bit hot, a lot of bit hot. I just demolished it. I just ran it through the barbecue sauce. Let's see. I didn't think that was that hot. I like the sausage. I like the sausage. And I'm gonna have a little bit of coleslaw just because I really like that. Um, I'm gonna try one bite of the loaded fries and then we'll see. I don't know what came on the loaded fries. Do you know? What kind of meat is that? Mmm. Some kind of cheese sauce, pulled pork, pickled onions. Those are good. Jalapenos. We mobile ordered and we did not get jalapenos on the side. I wish we could have because that kicked it up a notch, but we threw them all off. But these are good. I've not tried the sandwiches yet, but I'll try. This is the pulled pork one. I'll try to eat it so it does not get in the banana pudding. Okay, that's really, really good too, the pulled pork. I'm not surprised that's good though because I really like the pulled pork on the loaded fries. Last thing I have to eat still is the beef brisket. This looks from the outside like it might be a little bit tougher than everything else we've eaten. But what did you think? Probably not though, because everybody loved it. Mmm. Yeah, that's kind of hard to eat. Um, this is delicious. This was not tough at all. Everything that we had was super tender, super delicious. I, there is nothing that we have eaten yet that I wasn't like, oh yeah, I would so get this again. And usually when we do stuff like this, it's like there's one standout that is like, oh, it's all good, but this is by far my absolute favorite. I don't feel that way this time. Like next time we come, it's going to be hard for me to pick just one because I think all of them were absolutely, totally, completely delicious. This pudding is pretty much gone. We still have a second one. This was amazing. This was everything good about banana cream pudding without the pie crust. I'm not a super big fan of pie crust, but they had. Do you know what it was layered with? I don't know what it was layered with. Andrew, do you know? It almost tastes like graham cracker cookies or something. So sort of like a pie crust, and they're kind of layered throughout. This had real bananas in it. Um, and it had. I'm gonna guess this was toffee pieces on top. That's what it tasted like, at least. This was delicious. This might be my new favorite dessert in the park. I love, love, love what they've done with the remodel with the Hungry Bear barbecue restaurant. It is so cute, and they now have a nod to all of the country bears, and they even have teddy bears swing. I just think it's really cute. It was really simple. They didn't change it drastically, but I think it ended up really, really cute. We spotted some more Christmas decor in the form of the Winnie the Pooh ride. I really like how each of the lands have their own little theme. It's also not our time yet, but we can finally see the outside of Tiana's, and that's sun is just the wrong angle. But that's where they'll have, I'm sure, their wait times. Right now it is only open for cast member preview and Magic Key, but there is the main entrance. And there is more holiday decor down here. It looks like it is decorated in Pooh's Corner for the holidays. And I kind of doubt that they're going to do a whole lot more back here. But it's super cute. I am not going to lie, I was super disappointed with what the shop looked like until I went inside And then he was pleasantly surprised. So they've replaced all of the Splash Mountain Brer Rabbit, and Brer Fox, and they've replaced it with everything, right? And it looks so cool when you actually get inside the shop. I especially love the little details that they have, like the picture on the wall. And check this out, it's all of the little firefly houses. They are way up high. It's hard to see them from down on the ground, but I think it's really cool that they bothered putting that detail in there, and the houses themselves are really fun. And check this out, Ray does come flying through. And then check out what he actually does outside the window. Wait for it. Now, right now. Yeah, so cute. He comes in to say hello. The ride was down for a minute, but they did finally get it back up and going, and our boarding group was called, and we are racing through the queue to get on. It was down for quite a bit, and it came back up about 6:30 at night. And at 6:30 at night, I'm not saying that this will always happen this way, but at 6:30 at night, they kind of opened it for all of the queues, all of their boarding groups, and just kind of said, come on over, and kind of got us in. We were already standing there, so we got on relatively quickly. It took like nobody until the very, very end. We did get the opportunity to ride Tianas in Florida. It is very, very similar, but it's also different. I felt like the pacing was better here. Like, it was just a faster ride. We knew the premise of the story, and we knew going into it that it was basically that you get shrunk down, you help Tiana find a band for the opening of her restaurant, and then Madame Odie makes you big again. And that's kind of the drop in. I think the storyline itself is really weak. Like, if you're looking for a great story, this is not it. However, we're so dark again here. It's a really cute ride. I felt, again, it's been a hot minute since I've been on the one in Florida, but I felt like there were a lot more animals, a lot more characters in this one, and I really liked that. But when we went to Florida, we didn't really get wet. Okay, we didn't get wet at all. And I never used to go on Splash very much because I didn't like getting wet. Well, if you didn't like getting wet, do not go on Tiana, because this is 100 times worse. I think all of us, with the exception of the person sitting in seat number 3, got drenched, even with the raincoat on. And like, the biggest one for me that got me wet, I was in the very last seat, was that last drop. And the initial drop itself didn't get me wet, but as soon as we started going again, a huge wave came in, and my pants are absolutely and completely drenched. So all the people that said bring backup pairs of clothes, yeah, bring a backup set of clothes.
I don't know if that will be fixed because this is just a preview, so I don't know if that's some weird glitch that's going on and they're going to fix the water levels later.
It seemed like the water levels were really, really high, even when we first climbed in the boat.
This is wetter than it was at Splash.
Yes, so much wetter than Splash. And I thought Splash was wet. But like when we climbed in the boats, my foot was covered in its cold, cold water. Turn up the heat on that water. But like my feet were just wet from the get-go. I'm wearing Crocs, so it's not a big deal, but every single time the boat moved, it sloshed back and forth. But the ride itself was absolutely adorable. I would totally go again with the bare backup clothes, or do it at the end of the night when you know you're leaving and you can change. But it's a super cute ride. The way the virtual queue works, I don't know if it'll work this way when it actually opens. That we did not wait in line at all. It went super, super fast. They did a great job of getting everybody on, and I can't wait to go on it again. While we waited for Tiana's, we ended up going on Big Thunder Mountain, Winnie the Pooh, we went on Haunted Mansion. We did a few things while we waited. I definitely know that we did hit things right, because we hit Big Thunder right after it had been down and opened up again, so we didn't wait at all in line for that. We only waited 5 minutes for Winnie the Pooh. We walked right on to Haunted Mansion, so there were not lines. However, like right now, Big Thunder's saying 45. Winnie the Pooh was actually down right before we got on Tiana's Bayou adventure. So as far as crowd levels go, it's not empty. Like, even though it's in between holidays, it's still busy. It's a doable busy. Like, I don't feel like it's super, super crazy crowded to walk through the park, but it's definitely not empty. But I don't think that there's ever a time anymore that's just empty. But if you can hit the rides right and the lines right, you'll have a blast. You won't wait for too long. Disneyland at night is so pretty, and it is not officially Christmas yet, but it just feels like Christmas. It feels like fall. It is such a fun place to be. I'm a little bit disappointed after going through Frontierland and coming to Main Street because the lights are not on the castle, even though the garlands and everything are here, and it looks so pretty in Frontierland. We're at that time of year that we're getting partly decorated, and I'm getting so excited for the holiday shows and the holiday music and everything that comes with the holidays. And we're not quite there yet, and I know that every single time we come back there's going to be a little bit more decorations. I'm so excited that we got to actually see Tianas tonight. It was a little bit touch and go tonight. We weren't sure if we were going to get to go on Tianas. They were saying that they hoped that they were going to be able to open it up again, but they weren't positive. So I'm happy to report that we were able to go on it. I absolutely loved it. I wish it wasn't quite so wet, because Florida's wasn't as wet. And I know that there's a lot of people that love it as a water ride. I don't like the water ride aspect so much, but it's a super, super cute ride. Grateful that I had a virtual queue because it made it go really fast. Glad that we were still able to ride on it. In addition, we got to do a couple more rides. We got to try out all the food at the Hungry Bear barbecue, and it was super delicious. And I think we're gonna head out now. It was a good night. A little bit wet. It's a little bit cold. It's that weird time of year. Looking forward to the holidays. I know that every single time we come back, there's going to be a few more decorations, and I'm excited to be able to come back and have it be the Christmas music as we walk in Main Street and in the different lands. Thanks for joining me tonight for this Moose and Adventure, and I'll see you real soon.